Alrighty. The Queen's Gambit, episode 3, Doubled Pawns. No idea what any of this means because I don't know anything about chess. But I will, by the end of this season, I'll be playing chess. Maybe my boyfriend and I will film myself and him playing a game of chess at the end. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? It definitely won't be as entertaining as this show. I am having a low energy day, so I deeply apologize for that. I always want to be like on top of it when I film, but some days it's just going to happen where I'm just not at my like very, very best. However, I love this show so much, and I'm only on episode 3, so I really want to watch and get and like continue to feel like this. I don't know. The show really makes me feel good in this weird way. It just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels good. And even though it's a stressful show and there's like some really dark moments, like real life stuff, I just like the journey. I love the journey, and I love like a tale of people overcoming their adversaries. People, I love stories about people overcoming hardships and coming out on top, or just at least moving forward. So it gives me some hope here. Anyway, if you guys would like to support me on Patreon and support this channel, you can go down in our description box below and support us there. Thank you again to our patrons for always supporting us and enjoying what we are doing here. Thank you. I'm going to jump right into this. I'm like, yeah, I was talking about this show makes me feel so good. So her mom had tried killing herself multiple times. It's a very sad situation for both the mother and the child. Oh, didn't see that? That's right, Mommy. You keep fighting the good fight. Also, Anya Taylor-Joy, is that her name? I think that's her name, but she makes me feel really good when I see her. She has like this, don't you feel happy when you see her? I don't know, she makes me happy.
And the rook comes to the 7th.
Who's
right
this
there.
cowboy?
Has a bone in the throat. The Carocon defense, genuine bummer.
So he's a cowboy chess player. I know this kid, and I can't remember what he's in, but I know he's in like several movies.
Beth Harmon.
Shit.
Slow down.
Oh, she can't study, huh?
What are you doing?
Replaying my earlier games. Looking for weaknesses in my play.
And?
There aren't any.
Good.
I like how everybody takes this so seriously. I like how it's like kind of a culture.
It's so much more exciting than I imagined.
Did you watch the whole game?
Of course.
Beth, I thought you were done for. I should have known better.
Yes, you should have.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your friends?
Sorry.
Mike, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Matt.
A pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, well.
But I'm famished.
There's a restaurant in the hotel lobby.
Show us the way?
Sure.
Oh my God. Well, they're in college, so hey.
Can't make up my mind which one is more handsome.
She's hungry. She's more than hungry.
Beth cannot be happy about being crowded into an ending with a rook, a knight, and 3 pawns.
It's so complicated.
Yeah, I'm the mom right now.
And that's me.
Perhaps you could give me 10% as an agent's commission?
Let's make it 15%. which would be $49.54.
They told me at Methuen you were marvelous at math.
What a good daughter. I mean, she's taking care of her. Why not take care of her back?
How's your meal?
It's maybe the best Christmas I've ever had.
I mean, this compared to what her life used to be, though, is pretty amazing. At the orphanage. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not the start of alcohol.
That's it, honey. Hold it up so we can see it.
So can you tell the readers of Life how it feels?
I don't mind it.
Do you imagine that you saw the king as a father and the queen as a mother? I mean, one to attack, one to protect.
They're just pieces.
Yeah, what's this woman talking about?
I feel safe in it.
And she's in
I can
control.
control it. I
Yeah.
can dominate it.
Tell me, Elizabeth, have you ever heard of something called apophenia?
She's so cute.
Sometimes people find patterns or meaning where there aren't any.
What does that have to do with me?
Well, creativity and psychosis often go hand in hand. Or for that
Well.
matter, genius and madness.
Yeah, so what?
You think I'm crazy?
No, of course not.
I think
was
that's
just
enough.
asking.
Beth has homework to finish. She is, after all, still a young woman in school.
It's just like people can't just let people be.
We started the chess club.
Into the male-dominated world of
No.
the nation's top chess tournaments strolls a teenage girl with bright, intense eyes from Fairfield High School in Lexington, Kentucky.
It's mostly about my being a girl.
Well, you are one.
Shouldn't be that important.
Beth, dear, it makes you a celebrity.
Yeah, for being a girl.
No. Just maybe stop drinking that martini. Hey, that's the girl. I forgot her name.
We're having a pledge party. Friday night, my house. The other apple pies asked me to invite you.
Friday night?
7:30.
Don't go. I'm scared they're gonna kill her. Like they're gonna jump her. Don't go. Okay, so like I'm trying to. Can you guys direct me to some beautiful clothing, because this is like the style. I just want to dress like this.
All those places you've been.
So now they want to be your
I
friend.
liked Houston. What about the boys? Are they good looking? Is there anyone you've met that you'd like to trade Brooks with or whatever?
I mean, I trade Brooks all the time, but it's not.
I bet you do.
I don't like this, guys. She's not used to any of this. Oh, good. Leave. Because that was like my thing. I just felt like I could not fit in, and it was terrifying. And then I found alcohol, and thankfully I'm stepped away from that thing now for a good bit. This is so cool that they like made the whole set like this, you know? I love when movies and TV shows take the time and the energy and the money to like make things look the way they need to look.
Harmon?
Towns.
Oh,
That is you.
God, he's...
My stars. You look...
I love his voice.
I could do a half page on you for the Sunday paper. Won't be as big a deal as Life, but
Yeah, sure. If you want to.
I got a camera in my room.
Oh.
Chessboards, too, we could play.
Okay.
Damn. Please don't be an
Let's go
ass. Already, sir? I was just saying how I love his voice.
You've grown up, Harmon.
Yeah, she's...
You've even gotten good looking.
Oh, hi. Roger. I'm not interrupting, am I?
Beth Harmon, this is Roger Dion.
Harmon, the chess prodigy.
Hold on a second.
Let's play chess.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you, Beth.
You too.
Wow.
Dinner's at 9. Don't forget.
Well, when you got a body like that, why not show it off, right?
Will you do me a favor and hand me a beer on the desk over there?
What do you want?
Lady, you gotta... When are you gonna learn?
I suppose you've never had beer.
All right, Sam.
Here.
What is with, like, parents who drink and then them wanting to, like... They just want, like, a companion to, like, drink with them.
So did my father when he was
Whoa,
sober.
whoa, 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 whoa. Not so fast.
Now you're even.
Jeez, and that's some shitty beer, too.
21 when I took it over. It had 3,000 workers then. It's got 30,000 now.
She hasn't had, like, relationship talks or anything. That's why I'm, like, I'm sensitive to this, because I had, like, a similar thing when I was growing up. So it's just...
You're Beth Harmon.
Yes,
I'm Benny Watts.
I know.
He doesn't
We met
remember
a couple of years
meeting.
ago.
Yeah, he doesn't remember that. Oh, they're gonna play. Okay.
On a bishop
Wow.
4, right?
Yes.
His whole getup. I cannot deal with this. It's so interesting how she always does this. Like, she's just seeing all the ways. She's like Doctor Strange. This was the only way. He's like a pickup artist. Just don't pay attention to him. He's just wearing all this extra stuff to distract people.
I thought he could see what I was planning. I thought he could hear my heart beating and know how panicked I was.
He's thinking.
Get out of it. But he took the piece, just as I planned. And he captured my center pawn, my protected pawn, the pawn that had held his queen to her corner for most of the game. The more I looked, the worse it all became. Caught me completely off guard. It was brutal. I wanted to scream.
You're resigned now.
Oh. Is she gonna play by the rules or is she going to keep going?
Tough game.
You'll split the prize money.
That's not what she's
You'll be
thinking about.
co-champions. You will still get a trophy, albeit a smaller one.
You don't know anything about chess.
I know what it feels like to lose.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh man.
And now you do too.
You gotta lose to win. You gotta lose. You have to feel. You gotta hit rock bottom sometimes. You can't always win. Damn. Shining. Don't they know it's the end of the world? It sounds like an even sadder version. Oh man, this episode sort of scared me for a second. Yeah, her name is Anya Taylor-Joy. Isn't that interesting? Because she does like bring joy. Like I was saying, she just has a face that's like joyful and feels good, and it's like she was made to be on screen. Anyway, I just want to say with the whole Towns thing, I was just worried, like, is he gonna be a shady guy or what? But no, he's He's a good human person. Like he's a good guy. I'm glad that they didn't like go any further because I mean, look, everyone has their own like opinions on all of this. Like if you're legal, then fine, go for it. But I just think I think it's you know what? People can have their fun, but not everyone is built the same. And especially she just hasn't had any like if she was going to have sex with someone, like it should be with like a good person who knows her, who understands her. And yeah, I just feel like she has no experience whatsoever. And there's a lot of people out there who just take, and you know, and that's what it is. And so I know it's not like the popular opinion anymore. It's a very like, we live in a time where it's like, you know, it's my body, my choice, and it is, but our choices have consequences, and a lot of people don't want to accept that. And I've lived my life, and I have to look back at my choices, and I was very inexperienced, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm reaping the consequences mentally from a lot of things, and that's just the truth. And I think it hits everybody at some point, which is why, like, you know, the mom probably goes to the drink. She's had so much go on that it's harder to just live in the moment. Like, it might as well just numb everything. So, and that's why she was like, there's going to be boys. Because she kind of, you know, it's hard. It's a real thing. But yeah, I feel for her at the end there. But you kind of have to lose at some point, and then it makes you better. Although I feel like for her, she really puts her whole worth into the game of chess. That's the only thing she could control, like she was saying earlier. That was the only thing she was good at. And she was 8 or 9 when she was introduced to it. And it's really her whole world. And as great as that is, because of that, like, she's become like obsessed with it, and she's been like, she is where she is because of her obsession and her passion. However, it is like, it could be literally death to her because it's like an extremely crushing experience to lose. So I want to know what happens next for her. Like, she seemed to handle it pretty well overall, but she's already now started drinking. She still does that, whatever, I still forget what it is she's taking, but the tranquility medicine. And she's so young. Like, I'm assuming she's 18, maybe she's 17. That's so young. It's just so young. You're not who you are. Like, I thought I knew who I was, and then I thought I knew who I was when I was 21, and I thought I knew who I was when I was 25, then I thought I knew who I was when I was 28, and then I'm almost 32, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna have the same thing when I'm 42 and 52 and 62, and because you just, with experience comes wisdom and learning, and yeah, and gosh, there's just a lot that we just all don't know. That's just really the truth. But it's just the show is gorgeous. The way it's filmed, the way it's acted, the passion behind it. It's a really original story. And Anya Taylor-Joy plays Beth amazingly. And then, yeah, I feel for her. I feel like we start out with her mom. Like, she has a scar on her, like, clearly from like self-harm scar. And, you know, people might look at that and think, oh, what a shit mom and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, I don't see it like that at all. I just see it as she was dealt a really difficult hand at life. That's it. And everyone's doing their best. And a lot of people do not have the support or help and then they get into a situation like having sex, which creates life, and they weren't prepared, and then they are there on their own. And she loved her daughter 100%, and her daughter loved her, but she just saw life in a different way. I think the one thing I did want to talk about was that reporter was talking about that one thing she was saying, but basically she was just like, you know, there's always the madness and genius go hand in hand, basically. And it's like, yeah, sure, but who cares? Like, I don't know. I always felt frustrated by things like that. It's just, people always have to put a label on something. And even for me too, like, there's a part of me when I like was diagnosed with autism, I'm just like, I don't want this label on me, because people already have this idea of what autism is. And it's not, it's a spectrum situation, but I don't even, it helps me personally, however, you know, for sure. But from outsiders looking in, you guys don't know what goes on in my head. No one knows what goes on in anybody's head. So I hate when people try to put things on to just try to understand someone or something. Like, I don't get it, but this, you're you calling me crazy just because you don't understand what's going on? And it's like, I don't know. I hope they do go into that more. But it's frustrating that people have to label something a certain way. And I used to be like that too, where I would put labels on things because it helped me cope with why people are the way they are. Oh, narcissistic personality disorder. That's why he does this. That helped me in my journey along the way. But then it puts people in boxes, and because we're so much more complicated than NPD or like, you know, yeah, like I'm saying that because from a past experience, like thinking an ex was like that. But it's like, as I've gotten older, I realize it's much more than that. It's just the truth. But sometimes labels help us feel better and about the situation. But I don't know. I think in the long run, that type of stuff actually is harmful more than helpful. And yeah, I don't think she's crazy at all. I think she's a smart girl who had to deal with a really hard thing. She didn't ask to be born, just like each and every one of us. We are here because of our parents' choices. And some of our parents were not prepared. And then and we had to go through life, and then we become who we are. And nobody is perfect, and everyone's a little messed up. And that's the truth. So yeah. I love this show a lot. I'm happy I watched it, even though I was not feeling my 100% best today. I am really happy to have watched it. All right. I will see you guys in episode 4 of The Queen's Gambit. Thanks for watching with me. Bye, everybody.